What's going on, everybody? We're back again and got most of the truck torn apart. Got lower control arm pulled out, axle, spindle, coilovers, and this is what we're starting to look like up front. It really wasn't that bad. Biggest thing that held me up though, so I needed a socket big enough to fit those, and needed the axle nut socket. I think it was like a 35 or something like that, but just ordered one on Amazon. But yeah, so everything's looking pretty bare. And if you want to see the whole reason we did all this, when I took the front differential out, this whole little chunk right here just fell right off. I mean, that's no good. That's literally the mounting point for like the whole front end of the truck, basically. You can see how bad it was starting to crack. Almost giving way back here. But getting rid of that. Yeah, man, I guess nothing too crazy yet. Everything's kind of to be expected. Where that was ratchet strapped and everything kind of sagged down and was hanging, that's the spacer for the axle. And yeah, it got tore up pretty good. But I think the new Rough Country kit I ordered comes with one of these, so we'll be able to just throw it away. Biggest thing now is I need to go get a saw, cut the little lip off of both sides here, grind that all smooth so I can fit the new cross member in there. This is that trail member, cross member that came out of the truck. I think this is the bracket they were missing that connects to the front diff, and because that was gone, that's what let everything sag and kind of crack and bust up. But yeah, so we got the whole front diff out of the truck, and we got one of the axle ends off, and that's the one that was broken. Bought a brand new one off of eBay. Just waiting for one bearing to come in because I forgot to order that, but ended up getting the gasket and the bushing for the end of it, or seal, whatever, for the end of that. So should be ready in no time. Just had a couple vacations, trips, a few other cars broke that I daily drive that needed to be addressed first, but other than that, we're getting cracking on it. But since we're waiting on that to get done, thought I'd go ahead and show y'all else something that's pretty cool, just so I can make a video for this weekend. But this right here is honestly like my true pride and joy. I've just had so much other stuff going on, I haven't gotten around to it. Can't tell by the grass growing up around it, but let me get this thing uncovered and kind of show it off to you. So this is my 2002 Harley Davidson edition F-150. First year they were supercharged, but what makes this truck kind of really important to me and really special is this was my first car ever. So my parents bought this when I was about 6 years old because they were having my little brother, and they had a Mustang at the time, and they really wanted something that could haul a baby seat that was still pretty sporty. So they found this at a Ford dealership, drove out there, test drove it, fell in love, brought it home. Truck really drove great for the longest time, but after a while they started having problems where like coil packs were blowing like 2 or 3 every year, and it just became a lot of money to be able to maintain this truck. So when they got ready to sell it, they gave me the choice of either you take it, you can work on it with your own money and fix it up, or we can sell it and use that to basically buy you your first car. So looked around. I honestly thought about trading it for a Civic at one point. I was one of those kids, but really glad I decided not to, and decided to keep it. So here we are. But yeah, parents caught a lot of flack for giving their son a supercharged V8 truck for his first vehicle. Grandma hated it, but they always told me, you know, if you wreck it, that's it. And if you want to drive something fast, you got to learn how to respect it and handle the power. So what better way than to give me a 300 horsepower supercharged pickup truck? Never wrecked it, never put a dent in it myself. And like I said, everything was really great with this truck besides the coal packs and little maintenance and things like that. High school though, honestly beat the hell out of it. Didn't take very good care of it, but we kept it running, got coal packs, stuff like that, and all the like basic maintenance taken care of. Once she hit about I think it was 240,000 miles, she does what all 2-valve Tritons are known for, and shot a spark plug clean out the head and took all the threads with it. So with that expensive pain in my life, I had two choices. It was either go get me another stock head, gamble that it could happen in another few thousand miles, or could do the, what do you call it, the helical. You could helical the head, but I really didn't know how good that would hold on a boosted application. But to be honest, like in hindsight, that's probably the route I should have taken. So did I go and get factory heads? Did I make life easy on myself? Nope. I kind of found a set of TrickFlow twisted wedge heads that fit on a 5.4 2-valve. Ordered those and then didn't realize all the other stuff you have to put into it to make it work. And turned into a lot of while I'm in there's. And you know how it goes. But I know what y'all are waiting to see, so here it is. Oh. So I know the setup's kind of goofy, work in progress, deal with it. But biggest thing I know you're gonna give me flack about is the dual catch cans with one plug completely off. Tried to run a clean side, didn't work, started just sucking oil straight into that and then up into the intake, and really wasn't a good time. So we just got that plugged off, and it's still working on the dirty side, and that's really all you need. What we got is a stock bottom end 5.4 2-valve supercharged. These trucks came factory with basically the Ford Lightning engine, but the pulley size is different. It's sized up, so it makes less boost, and it's a little better for like towing. Doesn't detonate, stuff like that. So I got Bullet racing cams made with the specs from JJ at WMS. Read a few forum posts about it. It seemed like it was the most researched and like best course of action for cams and a 2-valve on those heads. But 97 Expedition fuel rails. That way I could put a fuel pressure regulator on it, so we got an air motive one so we can watch that. ATI Super Damper. I got a Brettco Cogged pulley kit off of Facebook. It's actually a really nice kit, but this idler pulley kind of wobbles, so we're not sure if it's something to do with the alignment on it or if the actual pulley itself is kind of messed up, because the bearings are fine. We've replaced 3 or 4 of them. But so ordered TrickFlow heads, had to get custom grind cam for it. Realized the timing cover when you put these heads on don't really line up with the 5.4 bolts, so I believe I had to pull 4.6 Mustang bolts to be able to bolt this pulley bridge back onto my timing cover. And still trying to figure out the alignment to get these perfect, but looks pretty good and it runs pretty good, so we'll see. But that's on down the road. It's got a blown transmission. It blew 3rd gear the first time I drove it, and yeah, that's kind of why it sits here. We also got a Cobra, I believe it's a 4-valve oil pump. Not 100% on that, but it's like a high flow oil pump that they recommend for these trucks. But that's in it. 4-wheel drive transpan, so it's got a drain bolt in it, and a tune from JJ at WMS. That's basically it. It was a ripper, had a Punisher valve body in it, and I don't know if having that valve body in it kind of screwed with it, but ended up blowing 3rd gear about 1st or 2nd drive out, so I really haven't got to do much with this truck. So plans for this, first of all, new trans, and I'm throwing up between 2 options right now. It's either 4R100, which comes in these trucks, and it's actually been a pretty stout transmission, no complaints there. Or, while I'm here, I found a T56 Magnum that's at a solid price, And I'm thinking we get a Magnum, cut this out, and try to get the shifter mounted in like a factory location. I've seen a couple other Harley trucks that got swaps from like Mustangs and Dodge Viper transmissions, but those are kind of hit or miss for me. You really can't tell the mileage on used ones, and to be honest, you can buy a T56 Magnum on Summit that holds 700 for like 3,500 bucks. That's about what you're gonna pay for a built transmission anyways. So if I get that, they actually had manual 10th gen F-150s there for a while, so I can pull the clutch pedal assembly out of that, and I think we can kind of, it should bolt right up into this truck, honestly. But get that, the clutch fluid reservoir, all that stuff. I think it should be pretty easy to get one mated up to this truck. We do have to get a bell housing made, but that shouldn't be terrible. This truck does have the stock bottom end in it, and that kind of scares me with TrickFlow heads, cams, and all that stuff. The Cogged pulley kit's actually a lightning size pulley too, so it's pulleyed down, makes a little bit more boost, and I'm really nervous about throwing a rod. So I don't know, we might be building a block after a while too, but there's too much going on right now for me to take that on. I do at least want to drive it like it is to 1 or 2 car shows, and then we can start doing all that. But so we're definitely working on, I bought a frame notch from Extensive, so we need to cut the frame on this truck, which I'm really not excited about, especially on a numbers matching like real Harley truck, but it is what it is. Pimping ain't easy. We're gonna cut the frame, notch it out so we can slide the rear end a little deeper in there, and we can actually ride around like this. Because right now I got a flip kit and I got the drop shackles on the back, and the truck cannot drive. I mean, when you drive, it feels like it's gonna pick the rear wheels up off the ground, and yeah, we can't have that. But I already got the Extensive kit, just need to get it welded, but I want to take care of that truck first, the Silverado. That way I could have something to kind of pull other trucks around with. But yeah, that's where I'm at. But yeah, we're here because it's been about a month since I've let it run. Trans is bad, leaking valve cover gasket, which I replaced. So anyway, I want to just let it sit here and kind of heat cycle, idle, make sure it's still running, because the worst thing you can do for a car is let it not run. Also, a buddy of mine pulled these tips at the junkyard for me, straight exhaust, all the way up to an Amazon X-pipe that was like 40 bucks. And then I got American Racing long tube headers on this truck too, which I spent way more than I'd like to admit, and you really can't even see them. Yeah, it's the first time I've ever had to affirm some headers. You still can't see it. Anyway, I'm gonna show y'all what spending your whole life savings in a 5.4 Triton sounds like. And 212,000's when the head let go, by the way. As you can tell, sounds pretty badass. Love the cam in it. Honestly, everything sounds awesome. The Cogged pulley kit, the whistle on it, perfect. I just wish I had a trans. I know y'all want to hear some badass rev clips and stuff like that too, but to be honest, I don't like revving it out with the idler pulley acting like it is, but I do have some TikTok clips that I'll probably put, I don't know, here soon. anyways, just wanted to put a video out this weekend. It's been a few weeks and I really haven't said anything since the last video, so wanted to give y'all a couple updates on the truck out there, a couple updates on the axle stuff, and then go ahead and add something fun along with it. So we filmed a video with the truck. But let me know what you guys think. If you have any suggestions on things I could do to the truck, I will have to work on an audio system soon. I did have the center console, it's in the attic up there, and it had a 10-inch sub, but it really wasn't hitting hard enough. It's got a 12-inch bazooka tube, but I really want the console back in it, so we will have to build an audio setup soon. I also got a Fox body to show y'all pretty soon, but that thing's gonna need quite a bit of work as well. Everything's been piling up, and I daily drive a Miata, and the Miata shut down the other day at the gas station and wouldn't start back up, but finally got that running. But it's a never-ending cycle around here. But progress is getting made. It's just I can't drive any of them right now, and that's driving me crazy. But anyway, appreciate y'all watching the video. Like and subscribe. Let me know what you want to see next, what kind of stuff you do to the truck, the Silverado, things like that. Check me out on TikTok, Instagram, and I'll catch you in the next one.